You know what's scary? As terrifying as scenes in these horror films was, I was watching, I forget the name of the horror film. I was watching it on TBS, and it showed like a backstage fight. It was like grainy security camera footage, like kind of Blair Witch-ish from the top. And like a popular wrestler at the time confronts another one backstage. And like you're waiting for like this hellacious scene, and it to me just looked like a push, and then maybe like a front face lock, and then they just break it up and everyone walks away, kind of like give me your lunch money type thing for a few minutes in third grade. But I think that like all the build up to it made it much more terrifying and effective than the actual scene. Did you happen to see that? I don't remember the name of the film. Do you happen to see that this week?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Done for you that it did for me.
I, number one, I went in expecting absolutely nothing. So
You didn't build that up in your mind at all from like the coverage or us talking
no,
about it or anything. Okay.
no, because the fact that they put so much emphasis on this Zapruder film, so the A&E Zapruder film, I'm thinking like, wow, that I mean, and then people are like, yeah, but Punk did push him. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah, I
because if I recall Phil's statement was, I didn't strike him, like I didn't punch him.
well, you didn't.
He didn't punch him. So I've never seen a fight in my life where somebody didn't throw a punch.
Scuffle, maybe we'll call it.
No, it's not even a scuffle. It was a misunderstanding at best.
So why then do you think this got the coverage that it did? I mean, everybody talked about it. Only a handful of people are there, so this just kind of takes on a life of its own. Why? Because we
Yeah,
don't hear about fights in wrestling anymore, or nobody beats the balls out of each other in the locker room anymore.
I guess if you've never been around aggression in your life, it was Scott Armstrong was down at the performance, and he used the term, you just fucking go gas station. The
I never
fucking
heard that.
guys, yeah. And he said, but the guys were like, what do you mean? He goes, like you go to pay for gas, and you come back, and the guys next to you are fucking wolfing on your fucking old lady, and they don't realize that you're with her, and you just go gas station, you just go fucking berserk and beat three fucking guys, before the three guys even know what hit them. You've, you know, potatoed everybody fucking three or four times. And they were just like staring at Scott. Scott says, how many of you guys have been in a fight before? And there was like 8 guys there, and nobody fucking raised their hand.
Didn't everybody like our age fight? Like there were no play dates when we were kids. You went out to the street and you played with whoever was outside,
Yeah.
and someone was in a fucking fight every day. Everyone stayed friends, but there were fights all the time. I guess it's very different now in that. Well, you know what,
Yeah.
dude? Wrestling's different though
Well,
too. You're talking about a locker room with.
go by biology. Like our testosterone level is like 30 points higher than this generation's testosterone level.
I'm gonna need medical proof of that.
Fucking look it up.
How does this happen? Because they eat more greens, maybe.
Fuck.
Kale. The answer's in kale. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I
I
was
thought,
expecting to talk about something pretty.
yeah, the hilarity of it is how they tried to take this nothing happening clip of two pushes and tried to make it somehow into a shoot angle for the tag championship that was coming up, because the Young Bucks, after witnessing this horrific Tate LeBlanc fucking murder,
Crime scene tape. Yeah.
I, I couldn't tell, but it looked like at one point Phil actually, with Perry's blood, wrote Helter Skelter on the wall behind him.
Pigs.
Yeah. But and then the reason they lost the match in Wembley was because they just weren't focused. No, motherfucker, you lost the match because that was the finish. What the fuck? What are you doing?
But here's how I feel, and I think we're going to differ on this. If you're going to show the footage, Tony Khan made a decision for a ratings bump, obviously, right? Let's be honest. He's going to show this. To just show it as a piece of news or something, it's a wet fucking fart. It's not going to deliver what fans have been talking about. So to tie it into an angle so that it had a place in the show somewhere, I thought was a good decision. I think I'm the only one that I've read or listened to say that. If you're going to show it, to tie it into something on the program is a way to get it out there without building it up.
Yeah, but it ties into the CM Punk chant.
Unexpected.
Oh, okay.
That was an unexpected.
Because he did. You know what? You're right. He wasn't part of that company, and he never got a response. It's amazing how that fucking guy gets it. I mean,
everyone knows Punk was in the fight. I mean, Did you hear the chant, by the way, when they were playing the video? Did you actually hear the chant?
No, I didn't hear it.
Maybe it was just in the house and it didn't come over the television.
No, fucking you got to. I read Bubba's
tweet. I saw a tweet.
Yeah. So I went back and I went, oh, okay. See, I don't watch it. I don't watch anything that closely.
But I thought it was like total silence when you go
back and listen, it's I think that fucking I had the TV so low because I went the opposite way. I thought it was such horse shit to try to tie this into making fucking money in fucking a pro wrestling tag match.
Well, if you're going to put it on TV, you can't build it up as an exclusive because it really didn't deliver much. So if you're going to use it for the pay-per-view. The thing that shocked me, I was watching the footage beforehand, and they showed the Wembley show. And it's a full fucking house. Was it 80,000, whatever the hell it was? We talked about it. How is it possible to go, same product, to go from 80,000 to struggling to put 4 in your TV tapings? How is it possible?
I mean, watch a Major League Baseball team fucking sell all their fucking talent and watch the next year where they can't put fucking 2,200 people in.
I feel like the AEW, they're like gay for AEW. That crew, like no matter what they do, they're gonna be there. So how is 80,000 there and then you can't get 4?
I'm looking at 80,000 in a market that never gets big shows, until last year.
Okay.
Last time somebody we used to run the UK, and you could do a test of strength for the first 6 minutes of the match,
and the crowd would be hot.
Oh, fucking! You didn't lose a soul.
Glad I was. It depends.
It's like fuck. It's.
Well, yeah, it certainly didn't deliver from that aspect.
Especially after, the Mania hype that we just all went through. And,
See, I wouldn't have chosen this week if I'm Tony Khan to do that. He's standing next to you on a stage. Here's Kevin Nash and, ladies and gentlemen, Sean.
I mean, it's like you see 2 days of WrestleMania, and then it's almost like, oh yeah,
yeah, I know, but
this is what we got. Like, really?
No, this week is when you lay low.
And they and on top of that, their fan base is so starved for anything that their ratings jump 19%. So from a business standpoint, okay, we're talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're talking about it on our show. So I mean, it's like we're not talking about the WB right now. We're talking about, even if it's bad press, it's press.
Yeah, but you can do that once. If it's
Oh,
not
that's
because it's not
yeah.
your
No, no,
product
no.
that's
Yeah,
going.
it's they just fucking cried wolf.
Yeah,
Lisa Wolf.
right. Even worse.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Lisa Wolf, motherfucker.
You're on the wives committee.
That's right. Still one of the stupidest fucking bitches I've ever met in my life.
She's out there, you know. We can have her on one week.
She had to show up at the NFL 50th anniversary dinner in rented tuxedos. I swear to God, like Taker and I, we'd look. It was so bad. They had to bring in like seamstresses and tailors to try to put these, because Lex is doing the Lex Express, and Lex has got like an Armani tux with him. The rest of us are on the road,
Mm.
and this is a day off that we're thrown into this. We're at a table, and everybody's tuxedos don't fit. And Razor's not in a tuxedo because Scott's character would never wear a tuxedo. But Taker, with his dead man, I mean, it was so bad. And Mark was always a fucking like team player. He even threw the fuck this flag on that one. Like fuck
Mm.
this. I said I wasn't doing it. I just said I'm not going out there to make a fool of myself.
What was the event?
The 50th anniversary NFL, like I remember Diana Ross saying, like that was the highlight to
Wow.
me, was fucking I watched, and it was taped.
Why were you guys there? Just as ambassadors for the
Just to see
WWE
how
product?
just to see how bad we could look in rented tuxes. I guess it was kind of like that, showing that clip, like just one of those things where just like,
Mhm.
that was back still in the days where, if you were a pro wrestler and you showed up on a talk show, you showed up in gear.
Right.